that motivation can be tough. It's summer now, for those who are watching as this goes live. And with 4 kids, it's hard to stay motivated. I mean, you can see the pile of laundry, you can see the dirty dishes and everything in between. Kids running around, trying to get work done. It's just all a bust, believe it or not. So I wanna share my tips with you guys on how I stay motivated during summer and just throughout the whole year, whether it be getting my workouts in or eating healthy, playing with the kids, getting my work done. You know, I only have so many hours in a day where I can be productive because the baby only takes very few short little naps, if any at all sometimes, and the big kids are always asking me for something, for snacks and whatnot. That is why I want to share my tips to help you guys have an easier summer and just a year in general too. This is my 3-year-old. This is Kaya. For those who don't know Kaya, can you say hi? No, she wants to play shy. Before we get started on tips, I want to talk about motivation. Motivation is what helps us want to do a certain task. So if you feel motivated to work out, it's generally that you want to work out, or at least people think. But in reality, motivation isn't all about wanting to do something or even liking or enjoying what you're doing. It's just about getting it done. So it's about the action of doing something, and that's really what motivation is. So instead of waiting until you want to do something, how about you try doing something and then being motivated after the fact? It sounds kind of counterintuitive, which it may sort of be at first, but if you start something, generally speaking, you will finish it to the end, or at least continue for a while. So for me, say it's folding laundry. I have lots and lots of laundry, and it can be really overwhelming, which is why I'm going to start doing my laundry now when I'm talking to you guys. If I just start it, if I sit down and actually just start it, the chances that I'm gonna finish are a lot higher than if I wait to get motivated, because really, I'm never gonna be motivated to do the laundry. It's not that I mind it, it's just there's only so many hours in a day, and it's not something that has to be done necessarily. I'm washing the clothes, yes, but folding them, not so much. So that's why a lot of times it'll just sit there unless I say, okay, I'm gonna start it, and then the chances of it getting completed are a lot higher. For other tasks, you often want to start before overthinking it. For me, starting YouTube, for example, it took me a really long time to start this channel. Why? Because I kept overthinking. It wasn't gonna be perfect enough. What are the topics I'm gonna talk about? Are people even gonna watch? I mean, am I gonna get any followers? You know, is it gonna be worth my time? All that stuff. Knowing that I'm helping others is why I started it. But again, I just overthought it too much. So here I am, only a couple weeks in, and I'm actually loving it. I'm getting great feedback, and I so appreciate you guys following, liking, subscribing, all of the things. It really does make my day when I hear good stuff from you guys. So again, thank you in advance. Love you all. You want to figure out, what are you motivated by? Is it the intrinsic or extrinsic? So oftentimes it could and should be both, because let's be honest, we all like rewards. Whether it's for a job you do, you get paid for, or if it's losing weight, if it's a treat that you may like, all of those things, a nice vacation, those are all extrinsic on the outside rewards. She wants me to tell you about going on vacation. We will talk about that another time. That could be another episode. But then there's also intrinsic rewards, which is what makes you feel good. So like I said, when I hear positive feedback from you guys, it really makes me feel good. And so it makes me want to keep doing it. When you're happy because you give someone something, or you clean up your house and it looks nice and clean and it feels good that everything is clean, which often will motivate you more, that's an intrinsic reward. So it's really a mix of both. You want to have both in there, so overall you can be happy on both the inside and out. So now let's talk about motivation in the first place. A body in motion stays in motion, and a body at rest stays at rest. If you are one who likes to go on a run, for example, it's often hardest to get started in the first place. So whether it be putting on your shoes or setting out your outfit the night before, getting your water bottle ready, having your iPod, that was a long time ago. Having your earpods all charged and ready to go. It's those little steps that'll help get you motivated, but oftentimes you just have to do it. Say, okay, I am going to run to the end of the block. How many of you will only run to the end of the block and then run home? I mean, getting all of that ready and then just stepping out for 2 minutes, I don't think so. The chances that you're gonna run longer, further, fit it all in is a lot more likely when you just do a little bit. So that's why a body in motion stays in motion. It's like, again, doing laundry. If I actually just start doing the laundry, the chances of me finishing it is a lot higher than if I don't start the laundry at all in the first place. Or if it's cleaning up the playroom. If I actually start doing it, the chances that I'm gonna finish are a lot higher, which is sometimes why, honestly, I don't wanna start tasks because I just get so into them, like vacuuming. If there's a little spill on the floor and I start vacuuming, an hour later, you may still catch me vacuuming because I'm like, oh, I see something there, I see something in there. So it's one of those things that once you start it, it's just a lot easier to stay into it and keep going. All right, so apparently we have someone who is trying to unmotivate me today, but I'm going to get back into it. So the next thing is to make your tasks measurable. You okay, sweetie? So I know I had said that you don't always necessarily want to have an end put to the task because sometimes you won't start it in the first place, but a lot of times you do need to make that task measurable so it can motivate and empower you to complete it. Some things can't be done halfway, like, excuse me, when you're trying to get a project done for work, for example. You can't just do half the project, you have to do the whole thing. When you are gonna clean out a closet, if you only do half of it and the other half is still a disaster, it looks like you never did anything in the beginning, and so it's almost worthwhile not to start. So I suggest putting an end to that and putting a time on it. So if you say, okay, I need to clean the kitchen, I'm going to do it in 15 minutes, and then whatever you finish in that 15 minutes is all you're gonna do, great, okay? Because you complete the 15 minutes, and a lot of times you're gonna just say, there's only a tiny bit more, let me just finish. And that'll help you stay motivated to do it. That's another thing that you should do. Also included in that is brain dumping. So when you write down your tasks, just brain dump everything that you need to do. Okay, I need to do the dishes. I need to do the laundry. I need to clean out my closet. I need to put the laundry away. I need to take out the trash. Whatever it is, just dump everything out. And so you can see it all listed. And yes, it may seem like a lot and be overwhelming, but at the same time, if you go through and you mark off the tasks as you complete them, it'll feel so good because you're literally swiping it away and saying, I am done with this. I no longer have to think about it. And it can free up your brain for other things, which always free your brain space is a must, especially when you have so much going on. Trust me on that one. And next you want to envision the completed task. So yes, you have all these things written down, and again, it can be very overwhelming, but envision you completing them. Okay, my kitchen is clean, I finished that. Or I took all the pictures that I had to for this project today. Or the kids' playroom is clean. Just imagine it being done, and that can help motivate you to get started in the first place. It's all about starting, because again, as I said, that body in motion stays in motion. So once you start it, the chances that you will complete it are so much higher. So just do it. Whether it's exercise, eating healthy, whatever it may be, just start the task. Go shopping and grab that healthy food, and then envision yourself losing that weight or feeling happier or with more energy. All of those things will help you get started, because that's what we want to do. We just want to get started with something. There are going to be those tasks that you really don't enjoy though. So to avoid burnouts from just all of the daily chores or whatever it is that you need to do, you want to make an appointment with yourself each day. So write down maybe in blocks of time when you're gonna complete stuff. For me, it's kind of hard because the baby's sleeping when he sleeps, and that's like, okay, I need to get stuff done right now. But it's not like that for everyone, and hopefully with him, it won't stay like that forever. So I can block out little chunks of time, whether it be when the kids go to bed, or right after they finish eating lunch, or right before I eat lunch, or have my afternoon snack. Just blocking out those little pieces of time and saying, okay, I'm going to do this 15-minute block now, or this 30-minute block will really help. Are you helping? Will really help get things done in the first place. And I know we already talked about it a little bit, but setting that timer for the tasks you least enjoy especially will also help you to get started with those and complete those in the first place. It also helps to make tasks more enjoyable. So not everything that you have to do is gonna be fun, but just like a kid, which this will be a whole nother topic, but
Me, Mommy.
thank you. Like to do things that are enjoyable, like cleaning up, for example. Us grown-ups are the same way. So if you kind of make it a game, if you put on music and dance while you're cleaning up, or you put on your favorite show while you're doing laundry, all of those things will help you just kind of get through it. If you can mindlessly do stuff, like again, folding laundry or washing the dishes, that'll really help. Put on your favorite podcast or whatever it is. Just helping you to stay motivated, you know, watch a show when your kids go to bed that you normally wouldn't watch when they're awake, and clean up, you know, because you'll say, okay, I get to watch this show while I clean up, and it'll make it a fun activity. So putting those two things together makes it easier to complete one and then the other two. And again, once you finish those completed tasks, if you mark them off, like I had said, write everything down when you brain dump and then literally cross it off, enjoy the moment after the fact. So be proud of yourself for getting stuff done. It's not always easy. You know, we all have things that we don't love doing, but we have to do them anyway. So reward yourself, whether it be, again, intrinsic or extrinsic. Thank you. Sitting down and just being happy that you did it. Whether it's you go to the gym and you're like, yes, I completed it. So you go and buy yourself a new sports bra. Or you ate healthy for a whole week and then buy yourself some healthy ice cream, or make yourself a healthy treat, you know? It doesn't have to derail what you're doing, but just something to make you stay motivated to want to keep going. That is another great tip that should definitely be done in order to continue down that path of motivation and completing the tasks that at one time you didn't enjoy, and now you actually want to keep doing them.
Here, Mommy.
And then finally, I want to talk about a mental reset. Truthfully, doing this video, I had to do a mental reset myself because this one didn't want me to keep filming, as you can see by kind of the change in scenery for a second. So it's just doing that mental reset. It is literally saying, okay, whatever I was doing initially didn't work, so I am going to stop, take a deep breath, take that little chunk of time, whatever it may be, and start over. So
Here, Mama.
sometimes it's going on a walk around the block, or it's going and taking a shower, or jumping in the pool to cool down. Whatever it is, we don't all start off on a good day, you know, and our days don't always go as planned. So sometimes we just need to start over, and it doesn't have to be literally going to sleep and waking up and starting a new day. It doesn't have to be January 1st. It doesn't have to be the first day of summer. It can be that moment moving forward. Just saying, okay, whatever happened earlier didn't go well, and so I'm gonna do a mental reset and start over. And that's where you can find your motivation. Like, from this moment on, I'm going to be happy, and I am going to be more productive, you know? I am going to go out and exercise. I am going to eat healthy. I am going to do more chores around the house, or play with my kids more, or whatever it may be. Starting over mentally helps a lot, and will hopefully keep you motivated to move forward as well. So again, I hope these tips helped you. Lots of different things to do in order to stay motivated, but just starting in the first place, getting off your butt and doing the task. However long it takes you, or however long you just start doing it, hopefully you'll want to continue and have it complete. So I hope this does motivate you. At least some of my laundry folding motivates you to fold your laundry too. Putting away is my least favorite, but anyhow, hopefully I'll do that after this video. And I really, again, want to thank you guys for staying tuned to my channel, watching it, subscribing, hanging out with me and my family. Hopefully I've been able to teach you some stuff about health and nutrition, staying motivated, you know, just having a happier, healthier home in general. If you guys have any comments or any topics that you want me to talk about, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. You can also DM me on Instagram, follow along there as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesdays and Thursdays. No, that's fine. On Tuesdays and Thursdays for more videos.